I've always felt that the Genesis GV80 was one of the most overlooked luxury SUV crossovers on the market. I'm Tom Voelk for the Seattle International Auto Show, and now for 2025, it gets a mid-cycle refresh. It's even better.
If you're not familiar with the brand, and a surprising number of folks aren't, it's the luxury division of the Hyundai Group. I'm in Fort Worth, Texas at the GV80 relaunch, the mid-cycle refresh of the vehicle responsible for a full third of Genesis sales. It gets subtle exterior tweaks, heavy on what Genesis calls the two-line theme. In other words, two lines in the head and tail lamps plus side markers. It's added to the grille hatching, wheels, and lower fascia detail, which echoes the shield shape of the grille. And the brand is quite proud of the more detailed badging that ditches plastic for metal. But this is what the crew focused on the most. Smart, it's what owners see the most of. A new 27-inch OLED screen gets the crisp, square form factor that tech fashionistas love.
It's a common topic of discussion. Vehicles are becoming more expensive these days. Good news, Genesis is holding the price of the GV80 for 2025. It starts at around $59,000. All-wheel drive is standard, and they've added kit.
GV80 can be had with 3 rows. The V6 Prestige trim in Capri Blue that I'm testing with 2 rows of seating retails for $81,300. Yes, that does include shipping. Powertrains, those are unchanged.
First, of course, is going to be our standard 4-cylinder turbocharged inline-4, right? 300 horsepower, a bit over 300 pound-feet of torque, and this gets you the most inner power amongst our key competitors.
All of the 80s on hand in Texas get their oomph from a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6, pumping out a healthy 375 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque when burning premium gasoline. Choose the V6, and there's an available electronically controlled limited slip differential. Both engines shift with an 8-speed transmission. I keep confusing the shift-by-wire controller with the interface knob. Maybe that's just me. Manual shifts? Yes. Drive modes? Of course. Adaptive dampers are standard on V6 GV80s, an option on Turbo 4 models.
What's great about this particular system is that it uses the front ADAS camera array module to read the road surface ahead. So it can anticipate bumps, it can anticipate a pothole, it can anticipate a speed bump, right? And it'll preload the suspension accordingly.
Would I like a hybrid powertrain in this vehicle for efficiency? Yes, I would, but not available. Gotta say though, the twin-turbo V6 is a really nice engine. 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, good power off the line, very smooth, and it sounds terrific. This is a nice powertrain.
Premium vehicles need to isolate noise. The 80 does that with acoustical glass in the windshield and front side windows, more insulation in the C and D pillars now, plus active noise cancellation if the new Bang & Olufsen surround sound system is on board. It's excellent, by the way.
People buy premium SUVs like this to pamper themselves. The GV80 delivers. It's quiet, it's comfortable, it's refined. I'm shocked I don't see more of these on the road. Really, they should be as popular as Lexus RXs.
There's a human connection to the mechanical nature of the vehicle. The V6 can be heard, but it's muted in that luxury car kind of way.
The transmission programming is absolutely spot on, extremely smooth, you don't notice the shifts, and downshifts quickly if you want to pass.
The adaptive dampers, using the camera information, do a great job of keeping the ride quality composed.
The drive modes really do change the character of the GV80, put it into comfort, and this is a plush mobile. Put it into sport, it firms up the suspension, plus you get rev-matching downshift blips. Nice.
The steering firms up nicely too. Owners should be able to find the dynamic they want, whatever mood they're in. Overall, there's a rear drive bias happening. The most power that the front tires ever get is 50%. Not all Texas pavement is billiard table smooth. GV80 remains poised and polished. The EPA average fuel economy rating is 19 miles per gallon with the V6, 21 for the turbocharged 4. This updated interior is progressive and fashion-forward. Genesis uses innovative materials. This is recycled PET bottles infused with basalt rock. I've not seen anything like it. It looks great. Like a room at a Four Seasons, the space is a mix of modern and classic elements. The 27-inch OLED screen is just the right size.
You can hide different widgets, add different widgets. You want to make it as informative as you want or as simple as you want as well. We give you that flexibility.
Massaging climate-controlled seats automatically vent on hot days, warm on cold ones. This is a luxury vehicle after all. Dial in sport mode and the side bolsters hug harder. The armrest is also heated. Materials look expensive. There must be a mile of stitching in here. And there's interesting hues. This navy colorway will fit in nicely at the yacht club. There's a smoky green treatment too, or black for playing it safe. Cameras? Loads of them. The system even has image capturing. Digital rear view mirrors are good for loading the cargo hold to the ceiling.
Class-leading safety, a lot of text up here. We'll just pick a few things that are updated for 2025, right? Lane following assist, forward tension warning, blind spot collision avoidance assist, smart cruise now is machine learning, highway driving assist, park distance warning, and remote smart parking assist as well.
The storage areas are lined with mouse fur or finished so that there are no rough edges. The interface is improved too. Don't like fingerprints on the OLED screen? Use this. The graphics, menu flow, and touch response are all top grade. For the first owner, Genesis Connected Services is free, no subscription fees. There are separate controls for the HVAC and a bunch of dedicated and physical controls. It's not all on the screen. There's a relocated Qi charge pad. Speaking of, phones can be keys, even iPhones now. All GV80s ship with hardware that finally offers wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That's coming soon with an over-the-air update.
One thing that doesn't change for 2025 is the back seat. I'm 5'9". I have plenty of headroom. Knee, leg, and foot room are quite good, not stretch out spacious, but I am comfortable, especially since the cushions are high enough and long enough for great thigh support. The seat rake is adjustable, so is the cushion for travel.
Powered sunshades, storage in the doors, pockets on the seat backs, vanity mirrors, it's all here. Remember, this is a fully loaded model, so there's a climate zone, heated and vented seats for the outboard positions back here too. A unique drive shaft setup keeps the spine small. The seat is wide enough to haul 3 average-sized adults across town without much of a squeeze, or 2 if they want a place for their frappuccino. GV80 can be had with a third row. It's good for smaller kids. This is a 2-row model. It'll take on long things, no sweat. It's quite a reach in from the bumper to drop the seat backs, so these are helpful. It's a spacious boot with nearly 35 cubic feet with all the seats filled. Dropping them expands that to 84 cubic feet. That's pretty darn roomy. And yes, these are motorized on the way up too. The GV80 has always been a refined way to travel. With the refresh, it's even better. Dramatic on the outside, uniquely Korean on the inside, it offers a different take on luxury. Like what you see? Well, in the Pacific Northwest, head to your local Hyundai showroom for a closer look. After purchase, a Genesis agent will pick up your car for servicing while dropping off a loaner vehicle. For the Seattle International Auto Show, I'm Tom Voelk.